security agencies have continued to sustain the operational tempo in the land, maritime, and air operations across the various theaters of operation in the country. The operational activities of our troops across the country in the past 2 weeks recorded significant results. Therefore, today's brief will cover a summary of our activity Operation Hadinkai. Troops of Operation Hadinkai have sustained their aggressive posture with zest in the northeast. The theater command conducted a series of land and air operations in different locations. These have not only degraded the enemy's operational capability, but have contributed to more terrorists surrendering with their families. In the course of these operations, a total of 38 terrorists were neutralized, including the new Islamic State of West African Province news leader, Malam Baku. Also, a total of 11 criminal elements, including terrorists and their informants, and their logistics suppliers were arrested in the course of the operation. Additionally, a total of 29 assorted weapons, 166 rounds of different types of ammunition, among other items, were recovered. Also, 2 gun trucks and 622 bags of fertilizer used for production of IEDs were recovered from the terrorists, while 5 kidnapped civilians were rescued. Some of these feats were recorded at Dar, Kumshe, Wulgu, Chabol, Kitmatari villages in Borno State, as well as locations along Ngala-Wulgu and Nguru Kano roads. Other locations were Dikwa and Mafa villages, as well as Ngama village in Yobe State. Furthermore, between 15th and 28th October, a total of 1,199 terrorists and their families, comprising 114 adult males, 302 adult females, and 772 children, surrendered to own troops at different locations in the northeast. In another development, the air component of Operation Hadinkai conducted a series of interdiction missions against the Boko Haram terrorists and Islamic State of West African Province terrorists, which were successful at different locations. Significantly to mention, on 20th October, the air components scored a devastating hit on these terrorist elements at Malam Faturi on the fringes of Lake Chad. This was achieved on the heels of credible intelligence and after a series of area surveillance, which confirmed the convergence of terrorist elements in 20 boats at the location. Consequently, airstrikes were executed on the target with various nav platforms, which led to the destruction of the boats and neutralization of the scores of terrorists, while some of them flee in disarray with varying degrees of wounds. Similarly, on 21st October 2021, following report of Islamic State of West African Province terrorist elements attack on own troops at Katarko in Yobe State, the air component engaged the terrorists in successive airstrikes. Vice Admiral Awal Gambo paid an operational visit to Baga on Tuesday, 19th October. He assured officers and ratings of the naval base Baga of his commitment to ensure necessary assets and logistics needed for the execution of Operation Northeast are provided in order to achieve the joint operational objectives of the Armed Forces of Nigeria. Now a look at Operation Hadarindaji. Within the period, troops of Operation Hadarindaji dominated the operations theater with aggressive fighting patrols and other kinetic operations with the support of intensive air operations. In the course of these operations, significant achievements were recorded in some locations, such as in Gwandu local government area of Kebbi State, where some cattle rustlers were arrested. Also, some armed bandits were arrested at Wanzamai village in Zamfara State, while some other bandits were neutralized at Gimi village in Katsina State. Relatedly, armed bandits were arrested in Pana local government area in Katsina State and Ruwangodia village, as well as along Alikere and Yarmalami Road in Zamfara State, where some livestock were recovered. Cumulatively, a total of 15 kidnapped civilians were rescued, 9 armed bandits neutralized, 11 AK-47 rifles, 43 rounds of ammunition, and 86 livestock were recovered. Also, 34 armed bandits and other criminal elements were arrested within the same period. The arrested criminals and recovered items have been handed over to appropriate prosecution agencies for necessary action. Now a look at Operation Safe Haven. The troops of Operation Safe Haven have continually maintained vigilance and dominated the operations theater with constant land and air patrols to deny the criminal elements freedom of action. This has brought about relative calm in the general area. Some kinetic operations within the period led to the arrest of 8 criminal elements and also the recovery of 13 assorted arms, 291 rounds of 7.62 millimeter ammunition, and some livestock, among other items, were recovered. And troops' response to distress calls also helped in repelling and forestalling criminal activities, leading to the rescue of 5 kidnapped civilians by the armed bandits and the arrest of 5 criminal elements within the period. Some of these were recorded at Meilafia Market in Sambak Village under Rion local government, Kukawa Village in Kanam local government area, Mukushin District, and Bokos, Kuba, Parkiladi roads in Bokos local government area of Plateau State. Other locations are Ampa, Lantan Road in Kanke local government area, Sabongeri and surrounding forests in Jos East local government area of Plateau State, as well as Zankan Village and Gidanwaya in Jama'a local government area, and also at Fadankarshi in Sanga local government area of Kaduna State. Operation Safe Haven also conducted some non-kinetic operations by holding security and peace meetings with community leaders, youths, and other stakeholders within its area of responsibility. Within the period, one of such meetings was held at Kaduna State Government House in Kaduna State. Now a look at Operation Wild Punch. Operation Wild Punch also sustained its operational activities in the North Central. Within the period that focus, the air component stormed some armed bandit hideouts during clearance operations at Chikun, local government area, Damba, and Kangekadi villages in Kaduna State. The operations was highly successful as some of the criminal elements were neutralized. No fewer than 12 bandits were neutralized, 11 AK-47 rifles, 64 rounds of 7.62 millimeter ammunition, 24 livestock, among other items, were recovered. Additionally, the Nigerian Air Force helicopter gunships neutralized no fewer than 50 armed bandits at Saulawa Ferunrua axis in Briningwari local government area of Kaduna State. This feat was achieved on the heels of credible intelligence which revealed armed bandits laying ambush against own advancing troops in that location. Consequently, the airstrikes were executed on the location, leading to the neutralization of these bandits. Now a look at Operation Wild Stroke. Within the same period, troops of Operation Wild Stroke continued to record more successes in its operation in the North Central Zone. Some of these operations yielded significant results at some locations within the theater. Consequently, a total of 35 arms, including AK-47 rifles, machine guns, tear gas launchers, locally made pistols and rifles, 25 extra magazine rifles, 431 different types of ammunition were recovered within the period. Also, a total of 11 armed bandits were arrested, 2 kidnapped civilians rescued in the course of the operations. These were recorded at Ustoma village in Badwem Council Ward of Guma, local government area of Benue State, Tungu village in Utange Ward, and Bise community in Kasinala local government area of Benue State. Other locations were Sabongida in Gasa local government area, Apigwa village in Donga local government area, Gawa and Chanchangi villages in Takun local government area of Taraba State, and also at Maraga Udege in Nasarawa local government area in Nasarawa State. Furthermore, troops held peace and security meetings with community and youth leaders and other critical stakeholders at Lao Town Hall in Lao local government area and Dogongawa Town in Takun local government area of Taraba State. These meetings were conducted at Bise Market Square and Katsinala local government area, as well as Zakibian community in Ukum local government area of Benue State. Now we look at Operation Delta Safe. Troops of Operation Delta Safe have remained steadfast in the execution of land, maritime, and air operations in the south-south zone of the country to forestall activities of economic saboteurs and other criminal elements in the area. In the course of these operations, troops discovered and deactivated illegal oil refining bunkering sites, impounded vessels, as well as other equipment used in illegal bunkering activities, and in some occasions arrested some criminal elements and recovered arms and ammunition. In Bayelsa State, these were recorded at Ekeremo, Ogbia, and southern Ijo local government areas, while in Delta states, some significant achievements were recorded in Sapele, Warri South, and Warri Southwest local government areas. Also, in Ahoada, One, Elele, Isiokpu, Emoha, and Port Harcourt local government areas. Others are Boni, Andoni, Ikwere, and Gokana local government areas of Rivers State. Cumulatively, a total of 27 illegal oil refining sites, 57 ovens, 17 cooking pots and boilers, 2 cooling systems, 37 reservoirs, 9 dugout pits, 27 storage tanks and drums, and also some sacks laden with illegally refined oil products were recovered. Additionally, 9 criminal elements were arrested and 1 Dane gun, among other items, were recovered in the course of these operations. Consequently, a total of 788,500 liters of illegally refined automotive gas oil and 229 liters of stolen crude oil were recovered in the course of the operations within the period under review. Furthermore, troops neutralized 3 armed robbers and rescued 3 civilians kidnapped by the hoodlums, while 5 criminals associated with pipeline vandalism, piracy, illegal oil bunkering, armed robbery, and other criminal activities were arrested within the period. Gentlemen of the press, from the brief we have listened, we agree with me that the efforts of the Armed Forces of Nigeria and other security agencies, both kinetic and non-kinetic actions, are yielding significant results. The Armed Forces of Nigeria will not relent nor rest on their oars in the fight against all forms of criminality in the country. As always, the Military High Command commends the continued sacrifices of its troops in the various theaters of operation and continue to appreciate their courage and resilience towards achieving sustainable peace in the country. We also thank the general public and most importantly the entire press community for their continued support and encouragement. We wish to encourage all to avail the security forces with credible and timely information that will facilitate our proactive engagements across the country. Thank you very much, and God bless. Thank you.